Welcome, one and all to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Well, you know, you can feel the sort of the energy in the news cycle picking up because the midterms are only about 5 weeks away, something like that, maybe a little bit less. And one of the key races for control of the Senate was turned completely upside down last night. I'm talking about the Georgia Senate race between incumbent Democratic senator and king of the Sears Portrait Studio, Raphael Warnock, and GOP nominee and psychic failing to read his own mind, Herschel Walker. Walker has made headlines because he's in favor of a national abortion ban with no exceptions. Turns out, he might make one exception to that. Because reportedly back in 2009, Herschel Walker paid for his girlfriend's abortion. I have not seen a hypocrite this big since Gandhi did that ad for Arby's. Be the meats you want to see in the world. Now, of course, Walker denies it. He tweeted the report is a flat-out lie. And if there's one thing Herschel Walker knows, it's lying, because he has done a ton of it, including falsely claiming he was an FBI agent, hiding the fact that he had secret children from his own campaign, and falsely claiming he never falsely claimed to have graduated from the University of Georgia. Really? Wow. He not only... Wow. That's impressive. Wow, right. He not only lied, he lied about lying. What kind of lesson does that teach his secret children? And this woman evidently has the receipt, specifically a receipt from the abortion clinic, a copy of a $700 check from Mr. Walker, and a signed get well card. This is, what's the word? A disaster. So Walker went on the Fox News last night and was asked about this evidence by the most effective form of birth control known to man, Sean Hannity. Jim?
The get well card, it looks like it's included with your signature in the article. Have you seen it, and is that your signature?
I haven't seen it, but, you know, I can tell you, I send out so many get well, send out so much of anything.
Well, sure. I mean, all celebrities send cards to complete strangers. In fact, you know what? Herschel's going through a tough time right now, so let me just get this done real quick. Dear Herschel, get well. You know what? Get Stephen. And I will now mail that through the television. Walker.
This is good.
Walker had a pretty terrible excuse for the money, too.
What about the $700 check? Is there anybody you can remember sending that much money to?
Well, I send money to a lot of people, and that's what's so funny. I do scholarship for kids. I give money to people all the time because I'm always helping people because I believe in being generous. It's
true. He does like helping people. For instance, that interview really helped Raphael Warnock. Also, in the midterms, there's some interesting new footage out of the Michigan governor's race where incumbent Gretchen Whitmer is running against Republican nominee and woman lecturing the waiter just how spicy she wants that to meet the ball. Tudor Dixon. In the latest polls, Dixon's trailing Whitmer by a whopping 17 points, and she's raised so little cash that her campaign has not had the money to fund its own commercials. So, Michigan's Gratiot County Republican Party made their own commercial for Dixon, and they did not let their lack of budget or talent stop them. Dixon shared the commercial on social media, and now, well, I'm sharing it with you. Jim?
Hey, have you seen the TV ads with the governor talking about the great things she's done for Michigan?
She's a liar. Whitmer can say what she wants, but we live here. Just look around, man.
During COVID, Whitmer locked down businesses like the Owasso Barber and put one woman from Holland in jail. Oh, yeah.
Man. I gotta say, Sons of Anarchy is not as good as I remember. The community theater bikers had some more complaints about Whitmer.
3,000 restaurants closed. And she's pro-business?
Yeah, right.
And what about those higher gas and food prices?
Our schools were closed for almost 2 years. Poor kids.
And she put COVID patients in Graham's nursing home.
Graham died alone.
Wow. Wow.
And the Oscar goes to... Biker Gandalf. Also... It's sad. It's so sad. Also, you can't be mad Whitmer closed the schools and also be mad about people catching COVID. Drunk driving's up and she closed the bars. Graham drank alone. Then it was time to plug the candidate of their choice. Someone.
Okay. I'm voting for the other chick. What's her name?
That's the kind of enthusiastic endorsement that'll put your campaign right over the top. Reminds me of Eisenhower's famous slogan, I like the bald dude. What's his name? Jimmy Crim Cram? Eventually, they remembered the candidate they loved so dearly.
Okay. I'm voting for the other chick. What's her name?
Tudor Dixon.
Okay, let's roll.
Watch out for potholes.
Okay, here we go. Uh-oh, it's a pothole. I hope Graham doesn't hit it. Graham rides alone. Of course, thank you. That was a team effort. And the Oscar goes to. Of course, the biggest issue in the midterms remains former President, the Loch Ness fraudster. All the news about him is just terrible. So yesterday, he decided to do something about it. He sued CNN for defamation, charging the channel acted with real animosity to cause him true harm. True harm? They reported the facts. That's like suing your mirror for giving you cankles. Specifically, you sue your mom and dad. Specifically, the suit claims that CNN tried to taint the plaintiff, which is not easy. The plaintiff is mostly taint. There you go. There you go. We're back, baby. We're back. Touch and go there for a while. With a series of ever more scandalous, false, and defamatory labels of racist, Russian lackey, insurrectionist, and ultimately Hitler. Ultimately Hitler, of course, also the name of World War II's worst-selling cologne. Over in Eastern Europe, Ukraine's army is once again blown through Putin's forces. This is today, right? It's been coming, really happened. Amazing. Yeah. Today, they've recaptured large swaths of territory from the Russians, and anybody who thinks they know how this war is going to end is an idiot. Enter Tesla founder and evil baron from the new season of Bridgerton, Elon Musk. Yesterday, Elon floated an insane new plan to end the war in the most Elon Musk way possible via Twitter poll. So, what was in Musk's plan? Redo elections of annexed regions under UN supervision, Crimea, formerly part of Russia, water supply to Crimea assured, Ukraine remains neutral. So Russia gets everything they want, but in exchange, Ukraine gives Russia everything they want. Sounds like the kind of plan the Kremlin would thank him for, which could be why, shortly after, the Kremlin thanked him for it. Really seems like Musk is doing Russia's bidding here. Explains why his latest model Tesla is potato. I like they got the old-fashioned grill. Yes. Got that old grill on the front. They don't make that anymore. That's first generation. Top Ukrainian officials clapped back at Musk's poll. Ukraine's ambassador to Germany responded, "Off is my very diplomatic reply to you." Hey. That's not right. The diplomatic reply would be, "Please off." We got a great show for you tonight. My guest is Maggie Haberman, but when we come back, meanwhile, join us, won't you?